What up, folks? I want to share with you our tomato harvest of the day. This is the first tomato harvest that I've done at the farm. Now, I want to tell you a secret. I've never harvested tomatoes before. This is my first time harvesting tomatoes. And you know what? This is my first time successfully growing tomatoes at the farm. And I'm just being honest. Because I think some of you think that I've been doing this for a long time because of the role that we played in restaurants, and we do restaurant campaigns and small business advocacy, all that stuff. And I love food and I cook. That I that some of you think I've been doing this for a long time. But guess what? I have not. I'm learning. So my excitement about what happens here is authentic excitement. But before we get into these tomatoes, remember that basil flower vinegar that I was making last week? Well, this is the progress so far. So the top part up here, these are all the basil flowers, the cinnamon basil and Genovese basil flowers that I added to this mason jar and filled it up with white distilled vinegar. So that color that you see, that's the color from the flowers. Sunday will be officially 2 weeks. And after that, I'll strain the vinegar from the flour that's separated, and you can use this to drizzle over a salad or even your tomatoes that we'll have today. It smells amazing. I love the smell because you can smell the basil. Good stuff. Another use for what you grow at the farm. I'll give y'all an update as that goes. But today, let me show you what we got. Don't worry about this stack. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. This is our grade B tomatoes. Here at the Growing for Good farm, we have divided things up into grade A and grade B. Grade A these are produce that we have on the farm that we will sell at the farmer's market and make available to our restaurant partners and individual families who buy from us here at the farm here in Spencer. Grade B is any product that is bruised. It's something that we would not sell that goes into compost. So as an example, you see this tomato, bruised. We're not gonna sell that to you. Bruised, not gonna sell that to you. This is an example of what they would consider as blossom rot, because it looked great on the plant. It looks like this on the plant, but when you got closer to it, this is what it looks like. This is symptomatic of high heat, not enough, it's inconsistent watering, and this is what happens. It is July. We've had temperatures as high as 105 degrees. When you get inside your vehicle, it feels like 100 infinity. Terrible. Tomatoes don't like that. Found a few jalapeno peppers, and of course this. This is something that we will never, ever at our farm try to convince you or get you to buy at all. Never. We will never do that. So that's why this is called grade B. And we sort that out. But before we sort that out, we weigh everything. Golly, tomatoes are running away from me. Gotta get my cherry tomatoes. But before we get into all that, we weigh everything. The reason we weigh everything, because we want to know how much we have harvested, grown at this farm. This helps us with our future yields. We know how much in pounds, and then for data purposes, as people make purchases and we know how much it weighs, then we can forecast what we need to increase in planting for future. So this is I'm messing up. Let me do this. Here's another basket. Zero this out. Click the tear button so it's zeroed out in pounds and ounces. May not be able to see that down there. So we'll weigh it all. It is important to us. It may not be important to your farm or your farmer, but this is our practice. Another important part of knowing how much we are discarding, We want to close that gap on the amount of grade B produce. So it encourages us to modify our practices. So this tomato volume is 2 pounds, 2 pounds, 10 ounces. So this produce in here, this is 2 pounds and 10 ounces. That's a considerable amount of food to discard. Just like in restaurants, you think about food waste, we want to reduce the amount of grade B food waste at the farm. It is very important to us. Why? We want to reduce our waste. Now this basket here is our grade A. Here's our grade A. See how beautiful they are? Different colors. So we'll reset again. Whoops, sorry to reset. 0 pounds. I will carefully put these beautiful tomatoes. Oh, come on now. Some are a little green for those of you who love fried green tomatoes. We have some bright reds. They stayed on the plant as long as I wanted them to. Now we take them off. Oh, another one slid in there, grade B. So when you have ripe red tomatoes on the plant just giving it extra energy. And I want it to spend its energy producing more beautiful tasting, beautiful looking, and tasting tomatoes. There we go. Come on, cherries. Bruh. Okay, look what we got. This is 6 pounds, 12 ounces. This harvest today, 6 pounds, 12 ounces. I don't want to drop any more cherry tomatoes. Look how beautiful they look. Good Lord. Gotta find a different basket. 6 pounds, 12 ounces. Look how pretty that is. I know y'all can see that. A lot of variety, a lot of color. So 6 pounds, 12 ounces, plus another 2 pounds of discarded. So you're talking about nearly 9 pounds of harvest this morning. Hold on. Farm life, no but a grasshopper. Gotta get you out of here. Back to our regular scheduled program. So these are our beautiful tomatoes. This is our first harvest of our tomatoes. We transplanted these early May. Got a little bit of a late start, but our first successful harvest of tomatoes. We got, what did I say? About 6 pounds? Yeah, about 6 pounds. Happy about the 6 pounds. First time harvesting tomatoes. I'm a new farmer, not new to food. So every time that we get a harvest, I'm grateful, I'm appreciative of being able to harvest this food on the farm. These tomatoes are planted in the area of our zone 5 that is heavy clay, has not as much organic matter at the surface levels, which does make it harder for the tomato plants to get the nutrients that it needs. So we have to feed it heavily with amendments, organic amendments, and water it on a regular basis and do the best we can. So we're learning, we'll get better, but this is our harvest today. Thank y'all for following us and watching these beautiful tomatoes. This will go to a family today. What we harvest each day, the goal is to get it to a family, a buyer, the same day here at the farm. We are herbicide free, pesticide free. We use no harmful synthetic chemicals on our farm. That doesn't make us different than any other farmer around the country. This is a practice that we use. We're based here at the Harvest Commons Agricultural District here in Spencer, Oklahoma. A place that we love, and they call it God's country. Some of the best skylines you ever see in the evening. The sun is beautiful in the morning. You get to see the moon. A beautiful place out here in Spencer. And we do not go to other farmers markets. We sell here in Spencer to accumulate those tax revenues and spending here in Spencer to benefit the town of Spencer and the surrounding areas. But you can support us no matter where you are, no matter where you live. You can still support us. We're just based here, but we service anyone that is looking to support local farmers, providing you with locally grown, Oklahoma grown. That's important. Come closer. Just because you have a farm in Oklahoma does not mean everything that they grow is from Oklahoma. Not trying to be petty, but I don't give a damn. Anyway, so this was our first harvest. We're hoping that we'll be able to get more tomatoes. We have several green tomatoes that are growing. Our cherry tomatoes are going to come back. So I can make a meal now, y'all. I have okra. I have onions. I have garlic. I have tomatoes. What dish can I make with that from what we've grown here on the farm? We'll figure that out. Maybe on the next video, maybe on our podcast, we'll do a little cooking demonstration of what we're growing here on the farm. You can follow us on our social medias at Bigger Than Food on Facebook and Instagram. Follow Growing for Good Farm on Facebook and Instagram as well. Follow us on our YouTube channel at Bigger Than Food. We're easy to find, easy to find. Follow us. Thank you for your support. For more information about the Bigger Than Food